Well, hello everybody, it's Tarot Reiki Deanna, and I thought it'd be really fun to do a video on how to see auras and what some of the colors mean. So I wrote some things down to go over. And so an aura, what is it? All living beings, humans, animals, and objects have a field of energy around them. And the aura is believed to carry the information regarding a person's mind state, emotions, and level of spiritual awareness. You could even look into Kirlian photography. It's a photography where they take a picture of something and it shows you the energy around it. And even if there's a leaf or an apple and part of it has been cut, how you can still see the energy where it used to be. It's really interesting. And so how do you see them? There's some people that just have seen them since birth. Like I've always been able to see them. And also sometimes you can just feel it. Like this person feels like this color, or this person I associate with this color. But how do you see an aura? You're just gonna look at the tip of someone's nose, have them stand in front of a white wall and let your eyes kind of go lazy, hazy, and then just see what it is you get, what color you're seeing around the crown. And also you might even get like impressions, or what are you feeling, what are you sensing, what color is coming to mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture of my partner, and I want you guys to see if you can guess his aura color. So now what we're gonna do is go over some of the colors associated with auras and what they mean. So first would be red. I always think of with red auras like firefighters, for some reason. So if you know a firefighter, I bet their aura is red because they are full of vital energy. They do live in the physical, they're very much physical, full of materialistic thoughts. They are very active, driven, and passionate. So that's red for you. And next would be orange. So whenever I think of orange is, it's also passionate, but it's joyful, it's inspiring, and creative. So if you see or sense after having your partner or someone your friend, your sister, your brother, stand in front of a wall and you're like, man, I don't know why I keep feeling like an orange, like you're orange, then just know that they're a very joyful person and they're very creative, and they also inspire others. Okay, so next would be yellow. So is there someone you can think of that's like, think about yellow, it's like sunshine. So I've got happy and I have powerful, usually very outgoing person. And a lot of entertainers have yellow auras. So they're entertaining as well. Okay, so next would be green. If you think of someone that has a green thumb, right? Like they're really good at being with nature. They like herbs or their garden, and green is usually a very healing energy, loving, and they love nature. So that would be a green aura. And next would be blue, and there are variations. Like you could have a yellow green, you could have a an orange red, that sort of thing. There could be a mixture. And so blue aura would be intelligent, because blue is for wisdom, and it's also very peaceful, open-minded, and intuitive. If you know someone with a blue aura. I mean, I picked blue walls here at the Zen Den to facilitate throat chakra, right? Because I was going to be talking here and teaching. And one variation of blue is aquamarine, and that one is such a beautiful color, and it's someone that is calm, and they're a good communicator. They're loyal, faithful, and stable. So if that's the color that you see around them, that's what they're embodying. And next will be white. So a white aura, when you see a white aura around a person, means they're very peaceful. They have a high level of spiritual development, and they're pure. So a lot of times little babies will have a white aura because they came in, you know, straight from spirit, and they're pure. And next would be purple, you know, or lavender, and that is, purple is my favorite color. And purple is royalty. It's, you know, it's a mixture of blue and red, so there's some passion there, and there's, you know, there's spirituality. So it's like spirituality and passion, being passionate about your life purpose. And it's also seen as a very wise person as well, like with blue, and purple has that. So it's like passionate, wise person. That's purple. Or lavender. Lavender would be a softer energy, a little more calm than the purple. And pink, it's also one of my, you can see I've got a pink moon here, one of my favorite colors. And pink aura is someone who's very compassionate, and they're very nurturing, and they're just full of self-love and unconditional love. Now, if you see a magenta, which is really, this is a pink, but this is a magenta behind me because it's a brighter pink. That is a person who's unique. They're creative and unafraid to be different and express themselves. They're also grounded, so they ground their energy in, but they're just like, have you ever seen someone, they're kind of known as quirky or something like that? That's magenta. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about a gray aura. Have you ever, you know, seen someone where you were in the hospital visiting them and they just kind of look, oh, they look gray? Well, gray auras mean there's some kind of sickness going on, or they feel stuck, or they're depressed. So that's what a gray aura is. Somebody's really sad, depressed, stuck in grief, sick, or they have some kind of physical illness, they're gonna have a gray aura. Now that can change, so if they get better, you know, like if they heal from their sickness and all of a sudden you might see, wow, now I see yellow around them, then, and they're more expressive and powerful and happy, that's very possible as well. It doesn't mean they have to have a gray aura forever. Your auras can shift and change on, and it really depends on where you're vibing. And black. So a black aura would be someone just in their ego. They're egotistical. They're very dark. They could be full of anger. And it's just negative, like a negative energy. I'm wearing black today, but I definitely don't have a black aura. So yeah, stay away from people if they have a black aura, you know what I mean? Like, that's definitely a sign that they're dark, they're self-centered, and a lot of narcissists have a black aura. And the other one I want to talk about, and I've seen this one quite recently, is a muddled green aura. So it's not a beautiful bright green where someone's loving and they love nature and animals and that sort of thing. This is someone who is full of envy. So a muddled green aura is someone that's envying others and what they have. So if you have a friend and you're looking straight here and you look around and you're sensing a muddled green aura, they might be very jealous of you, and it's good for you to know that. So that is how you see auras. That's some of the colors and what they mean. And so like I said, I want you to guess. I'm gonna post a picture of my partner Scotty and what his aura is, and I want you to also guess mine. I did have an aura picture done So I had someone, you go in and they take your picture and they show you the color. So I want you to see if you can guess correctly what I got. And yeah, so at the end, maybe I will post the color, or maybe I won't. Let's just see. So, and I'd love to hear, what color do you see or associate with yourself? And remember, it does shift and change. So you could be feeling like, you know, if somebody's really mad, somebody pissed them off, they went dark. Or, you know, if someone's like, they're going to visit their granddaughter or grandson and they were just born and they're so full of love, they, you know, they might have pink aura. So it can shift and change. It's really good to take notice of it. And just, it's great information as to who's around you. Just let your eyes go lazy and kind of see, sense, feel into what color you're feeling and know where they're at and where they're vibing. Because sometimes people will say, I feel great. And then you're like, well, I'm seeing like gray. So something's up. And trust what you get. So I hope this helps. And have fun learning about the people around you and what aura colors they have. Bye.